Hello everyone, I'm Erika Davis. I am one of our healthcare science teachers here at Marietta High School, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our sports medicine pathway of the healthcare science program. Okay, so first slide is my contact information. Make sure if you do try and email me that you use my full name. It's not just the first letter like most people. If you just use the first letter, I will not receive your email. So make sure it's Erika, E-R-I-K-A, Davis, at the Marietta City email address. Okay. All right. So here's my schedule for the day. I do have morning office hours from 7:30 to 8:30 every morning. First block planning as well. So if we need to go over, if your student does not have first block, I'm available for some extra tutoring during my first block as well. Okay. The rest of the schedule is listed there for you. The only difference for me is in the afternoon. Those office hours are by appointment only. So in addition to being a healthcare science teacher, I'm also an athletic trainer at Marietta High School, and I am working in the sports medicine clinic with our student athletes doing injury evaluation and rehab, injury rehabilitation in the afternoon. So if you'd like to schedule office hours in the afternoon, that's absolutely fine. It's just by appointment only, so just need on an individual basis. Okay. And just wanted to give you a general overview of what our healthcare pathway looks like. So it does split into two sides. So we do have a biotechnology side and then a healthcare science pathway. So both of those start with the Introduction to Healthcare course that both Ms. King and myself teach. Then the students have the option for their second year to take Essentials to Biotechnology or continue on the Essentials to Healthcare path. If they take Essentials to Biotech, that gets them into their third level applications of biotechnology, more of a microbiology research-based coursework, versus our Essentials to Healthcare leads into the third level for the sports medicine class that I teach, or the emergency medical responder that Ms. King teaches. And then they have the option as well to take the Certified Nursing Assistants course offered through Chat Tech. They can take multiple of these because it's 3 years. So if they start in the Intro to Healthcare path their freshman year, they could take sports medicine their junior year and emergency medical responder their senior year. We have also had students take both sports medicine and EMR in the same school year, which is doable. A lot of the information does overlap, and we've had many successful students do both. Okay. All right, now this is just a screenshot of my Schoology account. This is for the Intro to Healthcare Science first level course, but both my Essentials as well as my sports medicine course look just like this also. Your student will just have one of these course links at the top, as well as the tutoring virtual office hours link at the top. Those do not change. And when the student goes to log into their Zoom each morning, that's where they should be going to click in to the meeting invite. Below that, I also have all Zoom recordings. So if they miss a class for some reason, each class is recorded with the date of that class in the folder below it. Below that is our course information and orientation, as well as resource links. And in that folder is where you can find the course syllabus, as well as club information for HSOSA that we'll talk about later, and our employability skills document that I'll talk about. If you scroll down just past the course information folder, this is where all the unit folders begin. Each unit is labeled with the date and has lessons that are dated as well as subpages. Okay, when you click into each lesson, you'll find an instructions page as well as the resource for that instruction that day, and if there's assignment attached to it. All of my assignments have due dates listed on them, so it will populate in the student's Schoology calendar, and it will pop up on this right-hand side under upcoming assignments with the due date as well as the time that it's due. Okay, for all of our healthcare classes, they're going to be somewhat similar here in the grading categories. We grade each of our courses the same with only two, either the formative or summative grading categories. Formative is just going to be your regular daily assignments, quizzes, and that employability grade that I talked about. And summative will be mastery, and that's 70% of their grade. So that's the projects and all unit tests. Okay. Have some career opportunities listed for the healthcare science pathway. Some major units that we talk about in intro: safety and infection control, career planning, different healthcare settings that are available, and we start them into medical terminology their first year. Okay, the employability grade is a weekly 20-point grade, and it goes into work ethic based on punctuality, respect, responsibility, and other soft skills that are related to industry. So this will change a little bit as they go throughout the healthcare pathway and get more hands-on. So in sports medicine, we add on more injury assessments and so how they're reacting with their patients, how they're interacting, their professional dress for projects, things of that nature. Okay, so this is for the first year Intro to Healthcare. This is the prerequisite course to the rest of the healthcare program. Okay. If your student decides to stay on the healthcare science side of the healthcare program, they can take Essentials of Healthcare their second year. And this is a anatomy and physiology course. So we go through all body systems. It does count as a 4th science credit for your student, as well as the elective CTAE course. Okay. As you can see, this also has the employability grade as well. And then I've listed a couple of the unit topics there. For your third level, students have the option to take sports medicine as one of their healthcare pathway options. I encourage students to choose sports medicine if they're looking at careers in athletic training, physical therapy, orthopedic technician or physician, occupational therapy, or even physician assistants. Can gain a lot of useful knowledge before they go into college. So this is going to talk more about lower body injury assessments, upper body injury assessments, wound healing, and we go through in-depth rehabilitation exercises and methods. The third level course does have an EOPA, this end of pathway assessment, and that will be in the spring of their third year. So the test that they take for this class is from Precision Exercise Science and Sports Medicine exam. It's a 75 question assessment. They will take it at school, and it is timed, 90-minute assessment that they have to work on this. And it's based on what they learn in sports medicine, as well as the second and first level courses, intro and essentials information. So we have a big review session and study for this end of pathway assessment that gets them their certification. And for sports medicine, this is a certificate, Student Athletic Training Aid certificate. And lastly, I just wanted to talk about the CTSO club affiliation. For the healthcare pathways, this is HSOSA. So this is the Healthcare Occupation Students of America. It is a state and national club. So we do have dues associated with that. It's $35, and that covers a t-shirt, as well as being a part of the state and national affiliation. Okay. We do meet monthly for HSOSA. Right now, this is going to be the last Friday of every month during virtual learning. The time is going to most likely be in between, well, it will be in between the 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. window. Most likely it will be around 11:15 each Friday. once a month. We also have a spring leadership conference that we go to as part of HSOSA. It's a lot of fun. It's typically held in downtown Atlanta, and we take the kids down to the Marriott and we stay there. They get to interact with students from other schools in Georgia and compete against them in healthcare categories. And there's a ton of categories: sports medicine, EMT. They can make posters. They can do a project on their favorite healthcare career, and they compete with other students in the state. It's a lot of fun. Additional information for that can be found in two places. So there is an application on your student's Schoology page in that course information folder. And then there's more information from HSOSA at georgiahosa.org. They'll give you more information about that conference I talked about. And you can just get a general overview, more detailed picture of what HSOSA is. All right, and lastly, before you leave us, if you wouldn't mind grabbing your phone and scanning that QR code and go ahead and sign in that you watched this virtual open house for healthcare. If you have any additional questions, there is a portion in that Google form where you can ask away, and I will email you back as soon as possible and get you that information. All right. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.